I am Ame-Senpai. Ah! Okay, hi guys, it's Ame-Senpai again. And we're doing an art haul. Let's do an art haul thingy. Okay, so I went to the States for a month, and I also went to San Francisco, but the highlight of my whole trip was the art supply warehouse. So the art supply warehouse is, I don't know, a lot of people would say that the art supply warehouse in Westminster,
I don't know how many people would say that. I just say
it's beautiful. It's like heaven on earth for artists. Like each aisle is filled with just things you want. Like one aisle specializes in sketch pads, and the other aisle specializes in watercolors. The other aisle, bunch of pens. Basically, just going there fills your heart up. Both beginner artists and pro artists at the same time. So I bought my brothers their own stuff, and I bought my own stuff. It doesn't look a lot, but come on, I'm not rich. So I could only afford a few things there. I think these were like a little over 50 bucks. I don't remember how much, but let's see. Let's see what I got. Okay, so I got a bunch of paint actually. I wasn't able to buy a bunch of things that I wanted, but I was able to buy the things I needed. Okay, so first things first is this Reeves Gouache Set for, I think it's for beginners because it was a bit cheaper. I saw one that was about $37 I think, or more, and I'm not I can't afford that. Yes, airplanes, get louder. I have time for this. Okay. She's gone. So I got the cheapest one, mostly because I have never used gouache before, and I got the cheapest one. But as you can see, it's by a professional brand, Reeves. So I'm not just starting gouache with like a low quality set of paints. I'm actually using ones that are known to make really good paints, which is Reeves. So I think this was like about $7, $7.72. And as a Filipino, I compute everything into peso. But for now, let's not care about that. We're all about that LA money. So I'll probably make a painting with gouache for the first time video, but so yeah, I got these. It has like the basic colors, you got your rainbow colors, and you got your browns and blacks and white. I watched videos telling me that gouache is basically acrylic and watercolor hybrid put together. Was that a crying baby? I'm so sorry. Babies don't like gouache. So it's basically a watercolor and acrylic hybrid, and I'm excited to do that. I'm very excited to try this out because watercolor and acrylic are my go-to paints. Going along the gouache theme, I got the cutest gouache paints ever. These are mostly an impulse buy. I really don't have any pink paint. I'll get to that later. But for now, I got the cutest paints ever. I got a pale pink and a pale mint. Okay, so the second half of that really nice haul was cut off. So where was I? Okay, so I got these really cute gouache paints. So these were kind of an impulse buy because I got them because of their colors. Because these are my two favorite colors. I got a pale pink and a pale mint. They're both gouache, but I don't intend to use them before I learn how to understand gouache better. Okay, so that's enough with the gouache. So time to move on to the watercolors. And too bad it wasn't caught here. The red, when I opened it a bit, it started to spew out. because I guess when it was in the plane, the pressure was too much on it, and then when I opened it, air released and like tried to push out. But I got 4 new paints. A couple of years back, my brother bought me this from the States. He bought me a Winsor Newton palette. I've become a really big fan of Winsor Newton, so I trusted that brand a lot in buying the tubes for paint. Why is it that every time I record, a plane pops up every 2 minutes? Like, does it really have to pass by here? Does it? Have a safe flight, guys! So yeah, I bought the paints I needed first, and these were, I think, the cheapest, but also the best that I could get out of the price. Does that make sense? I got a pink mostly because it's hard for me to get pinks. It's hard for me to make pinks with the colors I have now because, I don't know, it's a bit muddy when I try to make it. I mix a bit of red, yellow, and a bit of orange to make like a light peach color, but it's still a bit orangey, reddy, a bit more red, and even if you add a lot of water, it doesn't look the same. So I wanted to get a nice pure pink out of it, not too dark, not too light. I got one that if you add a bit of water, it's already good. It's good. NANI? It's already good for what color you want. I got a permanent rose pink, if that's another airplane. Okay, next thing I got was a cadmium. So the next thing I got was a cadmium yellow. So I need lots of yellow. So in my current color palette, I use up a lot of yellow. This is like my 3rd new cadmium yellow, and I always finish up lime yellow because I make plants a lot. So basically, I draw plants a lot, and I paint skin a lot. So they go different ways. You mostly need lemon yellow for greens, and you need cadmium yellow for reddish tones. So I needed to get my own cadmium yellow, and I still have lemon yellow in my drawer right now, so I got a new cadmium yellow just for the sake of it. And in that cadmium category, I got a cadmium red, but in a deep hue. So the difference is, okay, so yeah, the little spurge a while ago. So I put some here. You can see how rich the red is compared to, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, yes, transportation. Just go. It sounds so far away, but it sounds so near. Every minute, I can even do a counter. Please subscribe so I can move. Subscribe so I can move. Okay, so the reds I've been buying as pan forms have been a bit dark, even though if you put water on it, it comes out in a nice hue. I bought tubes because they have a different consistency, plus they have a bit of a different reaction when it comes to water. Does that make sense? So it looks nicer as a tube color. I'm not sure which one of these is near to cadmium red, but I just like how rich. Okay, so I needed a richer red so that I could make richer red colors. I don't know, I'm not a good reviewer. I just bought these things with my mom's money. And lastly, for the watercolors is the impulse buy. So just like with gouache, I wanted to buy one of my favorite colors, but the difference is, I think these were like $2, $2.69, and this was $12. This was $12. Hey, for $12 compared to the $2 ones, it's thick, but it's a really good color. I didn't want to waste $12 on like a normal colored paint. So I got shell pink and it's so cute. I love the color. Ooh. We got this at Costco. So I mostly bought this because of its color, and just like the gouache, okay, the difference is the gouache is a bit nearer to the cooler side, as you can tell, and this is a bit nearer to the warm side. That's why I got it. So I have the best of both worlds. Just like, so next up is in the same category as paints, is a palette. Okay, so you can definitely buy this in the Philippines. I think this was like 30 pesos or something. This is really cheap. But my problem was that I used acrylic on this. So any experienced painter would know that that's a bad idea. If you're using, I guess I could describe this as a matte feeling finish. Different types of palettes. So this one has a bit more of a glossy finish, so it helps acrylic paint come off easily. I've had it with these airplanes! I hate airplanes! Seriously, dude. Subscribe to help me move. That's the reason why when you use a wooden palette, it's nearly impossible to remove any paint from it because you know, like, because there's so many holes in between the wood, paint gets absorbed, and when it dries, you can't really pick it out. I don't know the science between this, but apparently it dries the same. It like the texture of the palette itself is almost the same texture, I guess, as when acrylic dries. And I don't know, maybe because it's matte, I'm not sure, but I can't seem to pick it out. I thought I could. I mean, if you saw my Instagram, in one of the stories where I was mixing paint, little did I know that it would never come off. That's all I have to say for this palette. It's a palette. Yeah. Next is masking fluid. Masking fluid is not really a necessity. It's a privilege. Okay, it's a privilege, but it's also for the people who understand the technique of negative painting. This is to actually get away from negative painting. So what negative painting is basically painting around the thing you want lighter. I will put a link down below. So it is just as... Is that a combo? Was that like a tricycle airplane? Hi. I hope you guys have a great flight. Okay, the last one is it was supposed to be a 0.7 mechanical pencil because I have a bunch of colored lead for mechanical pencils. So I got the Sakura 125 mechanical pencil. What? It turns out it's a 0.5. It's a 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil. Hey, that's it for the review. I have changed the thing I was using because I looked so sad in the video that I recorded last because I was so tired of all the airplanes. So I can see myself. I'm using a selfie stick. So if you guys have any suggestions on where I should do my haul next, whether it be National Bookstore, SM Department Store, or fully booked, where you think I should go, possibly there could be a budget that I should do, yeah, I'm totally up for it as long as it's not a Divisoria or Palenque. Not now. Yeah, so that's it. So please subscribe so I can get a new house, apart. I want enough subscribers so I can bring my whole family because I don't want to leave my family. What else? Here's a video of me painting, and here's a video of me doing other stuff. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and continue to have a great day.